Hello everyone. This topic is about the Ayurveda in dentistry. So these under these headings I'll be covering the topic. So to begin with the introduction, so what is Ayurveda in dentistry? It's an emerging and integrative approach to oral health that combines traditional Ayurvedic practices with modern dental science. So as we all know, Ayurveda it's an ancient Indian system of medicine which focuses on holistic healing and maintaining the balance among the body's energies such as vata, pitta, and kapha. In dentistry, Ayurveda offers natural and preventive strategies for maintaining the oral hygiene, managing the dental diseases, and promoting overall wellness. So, there are some Ayurvedic principles in dentistry. So, these are some like holistic approach. Ayurveda treats the individual as a whole, considering the physical, mental, and spiritual well being. So Ayurveda also recognizes three doshas, that is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and their influence on oral health. So if there are imbalances in doshas, can lead to dental problems. So Ayurveda emphasizes the preventive measures like proper diet, regular oral hygiene, and maintaining the dosha balance. There are some key Ayurvedic concepts in dentistry. So that is the first one is dosha imbalance and oral health. So if there is an imbalance in vata, it can cause dry mouth, receding gums, toothache. If there is an imbalance in pitta, it can lead to bleeding gums, mouth ulcers, bad breath. And kapha imbalance can lead to excess saliva and plaque formation. So there are some commonly used herbs that can be used in Ayurvedic dentistry are neem. So neem, as we know, they have an antiseptic and antibacterial activity. Turmeric has an anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Clove oil, which is a traditional remedy for toothache. Triphala, which is used for tooth decay and gum care. So other commonly used herbs are amla, tulasi, datura, and nimbu. So other Ayurveda that can be used in the daily routine for oral hygiene are Gandusha, that is oil pulling, holding the oil in the mouth to draw out toxins and strengthen the gums. Kavala, gargling with herbal decoctions for cleansing. Danta Dhavana, that is brushing, using the herbal twigs or powders to clean the teeth naturally. And also Jiva Nirlekana, where tooth scraping is done to remove the toxins and improve the digestion. So some of the benefits, these are the some of the benefits of Ayurveda in dentistry. So Ayurveda can reduce plaque and gingivitis, fights against infections, promotes healing, and it can strengthen the teeth and gums, addresses the toothache and other issues, and also offers as a natural alternative. So what are the advantages of using this Ayurveda in dentistry? Because these are natural and chemical free remedies. They have an holistic approach addressing the root causes. They can cause improved oral hygiene with fewer side effects, and main importantly, they can cause preventive focus rather than a just curative. So, some of the practices and techniques that can be used in Ayurvedic dentistry are Panchakarma in dental wellness. So, what is Panchakarma? It is detoxification process aimed at balancing the body's doshas. So, it enhances overall health and thereby improving the oral hygiene by eliminating the toxins. So, some of these procedures are oil pulling and nasal cleansing, which can improve the oral health by reducing the plaque formation. So also we all know that Ayurvedic diet recommendations are there for oral health, and some foods to avoid for maintaining oral hygiene are sugary, refined, processed foods, and also avoiding these foods can help prevent the cavities. So how do we integrate this Ayurveda with modern dentistry? By bridging the gap between these two practices can improve the patient care and broadening the treatment options. And also by giving a proper training and education for dentists. So some of the future perspectives on Ayurvedic dentistry are by growing the interest in Ayurvedic alternative therapies and research and development and education and training initiatives. So to conclude, Dentistry can be much safer, affordable, and more accessible for the lower socio-economic groups in society. Thank you.